fans and fellow drivers, welcome back to Left Turn Broadcasting. We got league night tonight. Oh yes, so we're coming at you live from Pismo Beach, California, and we are doing Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight with with Front Row Racing. Now this is Group B. We did Group A on Sunday. This is Group B today. So we have an amazing driver lineup for this. Let me go ahead and jump right into that. So on our pole position, we have Mac Attack in the 17 Ford. We have in second position Sportsman in the 95 Toyota. Trading Paint in the third spot in that 88 Chevy. Sitting in number fourth is J-Wall in that 48 Chevy. We have in fifth Lynch Racing in that number 9 Chevy. Sixth is Super G Kush in the 37 Chevy. We got seventh GZ 00 Chevy. Eighth is Marley. Flat Tire Marley, actually, is the nickname for tonight. In the 12 Ford, we have in ninth position Pins in the 31 Chevy. In 10th position Venom Mods in the 40 Chevy. 11th is Paul Bear in the 71 Chevy. 12th is Mannix in the 36 Ford. We have Skull Racer in the 10 Ford. And in 14th, we have Matty Boy in the 41 Ford. And 15th, rounding us out, is Pittman in the 18 Toyota. So the only two Toyotas we have in the field tonight are Sportsmod and Pittman. And it looks like we are dominated by a field of Chevys right now. So little numbers might come into play here a little bit later on in this race as people start to try to find out who they're going to work with. In our points leads, we have Super G Kush, who is leading the points. Pens in second, GZ in third, Mac Attack in fourth, and Trading Paint that rounds out our top five in points right now. Super G and Mac have some playoff points. Again, Super G is 6 points, and Mac Attack is 1 point. So those are our playoff points going into today. Now again, we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We have an amazing race going on. It's 50% stages, 4-time tire wear. Of course, it's Custom Cup. We have the pace car out for our mandatory cautions if we do need any. We have another special guest on this one. Mugga is driving that car tonight, the pace car. And then we have True Death, who is going to be driving the pit cam car. So a little something different for our viewers tonight. So we're going to be playing with that as well. But let's just jump right into the action. So it's going to be an extremely amazing race, I think. These boys are ripping and ready to rock on this thing. So let me get the boys on it, and we'll start the green flag. All right, boys, we ready to start, man. Good luck to everybody, and have a great race. Okay, so we're doing the countdown now. And don't forget the broadcast, please. Thank you. All right, so we got a lot of challenge going on today. So we have a little rival going on between A and B on who's going to be a little bit racier of a field. So A threw it down incredibly on Sunday. They did an amazing job. If you missed that race, make sure you tune into that one. These guys were just clean, fast, and passing throughout the race. I mean, there's so many different position changes to that, strategies that went into play. A did a really good job at Atlanta, and so now B is going to show them what they got. So we're hoping for the similar type of racing. Again, it's going to be hard to step up to that one, but man, it should be a really fun race. So we're doing a countdown now. We have about 30 seconds or so before the start of our race. Now remember, we have Mucka, who is the Commodore for Front Row Racing, and he is going to be riding that pace car tonight, taking care of that duties. Thank goodness, yes. One more thing I don't have to worry about. And then again, we have True Death, and he normally sports the 3 car in the A series. He is pitching in tonight to give us hopefully another view of the pit cam. So this is going to be very interesting to see if I can manage to get through everything and find all these different cameras and different angles and really put on a decent show for everyone tonight. All right, and it looks like we're getting ready to kick off here. Just loading it up right now, queuing up our cameras. And here we are, folks, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Again, 50%. Oh, and we have damage on. Always have damage on. Keeps the race honest, if you will. So we're going to see that coming into play as well. Hopefully these guys keep their cars nice and clean, because that will stall them out on pit stops. Increase their duration in pits due to having to fix that damage, because you're going to want that arrow here, because that arrow is extremely important here in Atlanta. It's a super speedway, or I'm sorry, a speedway, not a super speedway. But and get fast speeds. So these guys are going to be moving the whole time, and they're going to be utilizing that draft, and they're going to need that arrow perfect on that car, so that way their setups are on spot. Okay, so now we have Mucka in that good-looking pace car right there. Switches it up a little bit. Nice little style, I like it. Front row racing, Mucka right there cruising this guy. As we looking around for the field, they're changing positions now, getting lined up. So they're going to form up on the pace car here. And then Mucka, see you see the restart zone right there. So Mucka's going to come around, and then the leader is going to send them off on that restart zone right there. And they're going to come ripping into one. And that's where we're going to really pay close attention, especially at the start of this race, due to the fact these guys are going to be on cold tires. And there's a big group. And everyone's going to be fighting for the same positions, the same real estate right off the bat. They want to get up there. They want to get that track position so they can have, hopefully, set pace of the race. And, again, all track position is going to make a huge difference. We have some front runners to look for today. So we do have picks also. So I'm going to go on my pick. I got the 37 of Super G Kush, and he's sporting that Chevy. Mucka and the pace car for Front Row Racing, he is picking the 12 car. Flat Tire Marley. Hopefully Flat Tire Marley doesn't get a flat tire, because that's going to decimate his chances. And then we got True Death in the pit cam. He's picking the 17 of Mac Attack, who's starting on our pole. So smart pick right there for True, because that car's already going to be in the clean air and hopefully be able to jump out to a pretty substantial lead. And of course, he wants to control the pace of that race. All right, we're lapping around right now. Muck is getting everybody in pace. Sporting that pace car, looking good. Now we're gonna be doing all kinds of fun stuff tonight, so I'm big excited to try out these views. Oh, and let me get a little sound here too, because we're gonna get loud on this thing tonight. Look at this sound. Look at the sound. Sound of these motors getting ready to scream here in a second. Now this is a fast track, okay? These guys are going to hit over 200 mile an hour in this thing. We got to pay attention to fuel economy. Tire wear is going to be crucial, and this is a bumpy track, so it's going to send these cars a little loopy for a minute as these guys really start to fill in their cars and get them settled in. But you're going to see these cars hopping around the track. We're going to see that suspension moving and going to work. All right, field's forming up. Looks like we're doing one more round. Oh, and then of course while we're having a moment to take a breath here before these guys make us hold our breaths. And when it comes to this green start, we have Marley here, who's sitting as our lap track and our in-car reporter. So we're going to be able to follow his progression throughout the race, and hopefully we'll see him charge his way to the front, because Marley is starting back in the 8th position, so he's starting dead center field. Okay, looks like we are ducking off right now. Here we go. Going to the green flag. Dropping the hammer. Keep them pointed the right direction, boys. Good luck. Mac Attack off to a commanding start right off the bat. He's not going to mess around and delaying on trying to get a start on this race and get his lead out in front. He wants to lead that first lap. Cars already starting to line up, kind of a little more single file action. Remember, this is a long race, so these boys are going to show some patience right off the bat, fill out their cars, fill out the competition, really get these things dialed in before they start to, I would imagine, before they really start to make these aggressive moves. And just as I say that, here we go, too wide. That's Sunny D Ford up there in the front, still charging, but here comes that 95 of Sportsbot, and one of the only Toyota. We have one more Toyota, and that's Pittman in the 18. He's starting in the rear of the field. So here comes that Toyota, really trying to make himself a charge to the front right off the bat. And here comes that 88 car, also of Trading Paint in that Chevy. He wants to get that Chevy power up there. We got some too wide back there. Field's kind of fanning out a little bit in that 5th, 6th, and 7th positions. Got some aggressive moves already. Trying to get that lead. 88 looking at that 17 right now. That's the 88 of Trading Paint, and he has company. On the inside, that 31. Whoa, contact. Just a little bit, but that's the 31 of Pins. He snags that 3rd position away, and he's charging to the front. There goes Sportsbot for the lead. Mac Attack high and dry on the outside in that 17 car. Pins now taking over the lead. Sportsbot drifting out to the outside. We're going 3 wide now. We got Mac Attack sitting 3 wide still. Okay, they thought better of it. Mac Attack dives to the inside, trying to regain some positioning here. Got the 88 in chase. And that's the 88 of Trading Paint in that Chevy. We got some more lookers coming. Field's starting to catch up. That's our top 7 right there. Let's get a little bit further back in this field here. So that's a 48. Inside, leading that charge with a 9. Give him a nice little push. Get some help there. Whoa, holding on to it. Tight racing right here. 37 was getting pretty dicey in that as well. We're back on board with Sportsbot. A little bit more towards the front of the field, and here comes Flat Tire Marley, yeah! In that 12 car, trying to get that Ford up here. Woo! Nice little scooches to the outside. Sportsbot getting a run on, oh! Marley, a little kiss to the wall, doesn't quite warm up too much, still trying to hold on to it. 3 wide, clears it, holds on to it. Uh-oh, got a little bit of contact and a little loose car there, but he's keep pointing in the right direction, so we're okay. Going back up front with our leader. All right, so Pins has gotten out and he's gotten away from the rest of the field there, which is exactly what he was looking for. He wanted to get out there quick, get that clean, fresh air, and really take advantage of it. Running a real clean line now. He's got himself some distance, so let's drift back to the pack. Got Super G Kush here, which is my pick for today. All up on that 48. Trying to get himself a nice run right there. Looking outside. Looked like 48 saw that coming. Went up for a little block there because he had a nice run. 37 looking outside again. Good racing. Good job, boys. And that's for third and fourth right there. So that's the battle for 3rd position. We got Mac in that 2nd position, and it looks like those boys are starting to gain a little bit of ground on Mac, as Mac is starting to gain a little ground on the leader. Got Pins on the bottom. Did he get a little loose or is he going for pit? He's coming in for pit. Pit stops already beginning. Mannix is already in. Got Trading Paint tracking himself around right now. So we're sitting at, looks like the 17 is tracking as our leader right now. So let's go ahead and go over to our leader. And looks like our leader is coming in. Oh, we have a little contact spin on coming into pit road. That is treacherous, folks, coming in off that transition and that banking right there. You see we have a number of drivers having themselves in difficulties right off the start. Now this is a long race, folks, so they still have time to catch up from this, go through the stages, make some adjustments, and hopefully attack this thing a little bit later on. Okay, drifting back to the 18 car of Pittman. We got our race tracker here, Marley, in that 12 car, flat tire Marley, getting himself some good tires. His name's not Flat Tire. We're just making fun of him tonight. I'm having a little bit of fun. Here he comes ripping out of the pits. He's gonna merge himself back into position. Pittman up to a nice run right here. Okay, so we're tracking the 40 as our race leader. We're gonna scroll over to our 40 right now. Venomod's coming in for his servicing. All right. So everyone's rotating through, so we're going to be doing this kind of bouncing back and forth with cams right now until this whole field irons themselves out. We're on board right now with the 9 car of Lynch Racing here. Got a good pack in front of him. Let's go ahead and rotate over to Mac. We got that 36 of Super G. Getting himself a beeline there on the 17 of Mac Attack. And they're all chasing that 31. Boys are starting to find their speed right now. Now look how bouncy this track is. I mean, it is rough, folks. You're going to see these cars just, I mean, you think they're off-roading at times, especially coming in through here. You'll see coming into 3 and 4, there's a good bump right there. Man, okay, here we go. It is really starting to tighten up here in the front. We have the 31 here, who is our scheduled race leader, and here comes Mac on the inside, taking over that lead. Ripping around, too wide. Super G going for it. Super G taking over the lead. Fantastic. This guy's in train position. Here comes a 31 back on the 17. Rotate through to the 31 here. All right, Pins is screaming right now. Trying to search for that draft and that line. Get him up to that 36 of Super G. Sorry, 37. Woo! Man, that bump is hectic right through there. You see how it upset their cars, and they just kind of dip in there and just try to ride that guy out and get those cars to set. Pins all over the back of that 37 car of Super G. And Mac, he is locked into this one as well. These guys are not leaving each other's side. Remember, points are crucial. This is the start of their season. This is where you can get yourself into a nice, comfortable positioning in the points, so that way if anything does happen throughout the season, you still have some good points to kind of give you a little buffer from the back of the field. So these guys are really shooting for it right now. So Mac's already doing himself a fantastic job in those points, having those playoff points right now. And Super G, he's our playoff points leader, so he's sitting there with 6 points right now. and Mac tack with that 1. So they're all looking to try to boost up those playoff points, and of course, you know, the regular points. Great run with these boys. They are still nose to tail, running very similar lines. Looks like they have. Oh, here comes Mac with the run on the inside. Oh, I'm sorry, no, yeah, Mac, that's right. Woo! Mac looking on the inside of the 37. He wants that lead back, and here he goes. Can he make that thing stick? Super G keeping that thing wound up on the outside. Drag race down that straightaway into 3 and 4. Still 2 wide, holding their positions. Blowing up. Now here comes a 31 he's going to take advantage of these cars racing side by side. Whoop, almost a little contact. Lining back up. Whoa, no. Okay, looks like Vance wants to try this outside action. See if he can get his car spooled up to rip around these guys. Looking for some air. Looking for some draft. See who's going to give who a little push through this turn. Holding a great race up front, man. Wow. Look at that. Almost 3 wide here for the lead. Wow, Pins a little butter. Holding on to it. Didn't really well him up too much. He's really they're sighting in on each other's drafts right now. I mean, they're trying to stay linked up because you got J-Wall and I missed the other car behind him. Looked like J-Wall was starting to make his way a little bit further to the front right now. Sitting there in 4th position. Looked like that was Marley. Flat tire Marley. Yeah! He's looked like he's in the 5th position right now. No, I'm sorry. We have Marley drifting back to the 9th position. So he's holding us strong back at the back of the pack. Got an amazing race up front right now. These guys are not letting off. You'd think it's last lap or coming to. Okay, pit stops. Here they come. All 3 of them. So these are our leaders coming onto pit road. 1, 2, 3. There goes J-Wall taking over. Now look like they 40 or 41. So it possibly could have been Matty Boy or Venom Mods. Yeah, we've got those boys on pit road right now. Ready to go to the tracker, and it is showing as J-Wall as our leader. J-Wall staying on track at the moment. No, he is coming for his servicing right now. Getting that 48 Chevy woed up. No black flags, that will ruin your day. Like 41's joining them. Okay, we're rotating back around here. On board with the 18. And that's Pittman. And our other Toyota that's out there on the field. Have Skull Racer in the back right there. We got someone trying to get up to speed coming out of pits. There we go. Holding his vision on the bottom and trying to blend back into traffic without losing a lot of time and speed on the track. Okay. On board with Matty Boy right now in that 41 car. It looks like we are seeing Venom Mods right now as our race leader. Let's scroll over to Venom Mods. And he's coming in for his servicing. Get them tires, get them fuel. We're gonna go ahead and rotate back forward again. Now these were our leaders coming into pit, and I believe it's going to rotate back because it is showing as Marley as a possible lap down action. There goes Mac underneath them. He's going to try to clear him as quick and fast as possible so he can continue his pace in front of those 2 other cars that have been chasing him down the entire race so far. And we do have Mac right now scheduled as our race leader, and that was Marley going lap down. So these are our leaders right here. So and now they're going back at it again, folks. 17 trying to hold his position in that P1 spot on track. Meanwhile, you got that 31 of the Pins, and he is trying to search his way around Marley, it looks like, so he can try to get a little peek of that draft off from the 17 car and see if he can't gain a little track position up on him. Close up that time. And then, of course, you got the Super G Kush, who was battling with these guys before pits. They all come back out together. And looks like they're about ready to line up for another battle as well. So, looks like we have Marley trying to get his lap back, and he does. Whoa, a little apron there, a little butter. Doesn't blow him up too much. Whoa, that's tight racing right there, folks. That was 17 and 31. Couldn't put a piece of paper between those two. And with that racing right there, mowed up their progress throughout the field. And here comes the 37 of Super G Kush. He is ready to rock here. He wants to get that lead back. He spent some time up there. He likes that clean air. Let's rotate through the backfield while we got a moment. 48 running pretty tough right now. Pittman not in any kind of heat of attack at this moment. Got Matty Boy in the 88. Look like they're trying to run something here. Matty Boy searching for a nice line, trying to get up there to that 88, get a little more track position. Okay, we're coming up to 5 to go, so we're going to start rotating back to the front of the field here. Looks like Mac has extended his lead, and now the battle consists of for second place between that 31 and 37. 37 Super G Kush and that 31 Pins. We got a pretty big field of Chevys right now. Let's see, what did I count for Chevys? You have 8 Chevys in this field today. 5 Fords and 2 Toyotas. Wow. Chevys definitely have the numbers in today's race. Now remember, you're watching Left Turn Broadcasting live from Pismo Beach. We are sporting front row racing, like always, like forever. Putting on one amazing show when it comes to these drivers. These guys really know how to put down some great lap times, some awesome side-by-side racing, and some dramatic finishes. On board with Pins right now. Checking out this race coming up to Mac. And he is gained. He's got him. Looking at about 2 to go. Woo! Side by side, here it is. I told you folks, points matters, and these guys are showing it right now. Side by side, this is for first. Whoa! Little contact, little more contact. Woo! Look at Marley holding it tough outside. Just a drag race all the way around. Lost a little bit of momentum. I think it was maybe a little bit of that side draft action. Kind of wound up his car. He's going to try to get himself another run. Trying to get this back before the end. It's just stage 1. Woo! What a run by those guys. That was awesome. So Pins, he got up there, man, and he ran down Mac, and he gave him an excellent run for his money at the end. Those are some points well earned. So right now we are under caution. Going to stage 2. Boys are going to get themselves some tires, make a little adjustments if they can. Something they can do during the stage with a little more leniency, not in such a rush as those green flag pit stops as we're seeing. Man, got an awesome run with these boys right now. That is some racing, folks. These guys really know how to put it down and are hungry to get into the playoffs. Alright, so while we have a moment, I'm going to go over just a couple things coming up. One thing for front row racing. We are doing a league challenge. So league versus league. Throwing out some of the top, basically contacting the league, seeing if they want to be, partake in this. But want your fast drivers, want your fastest drivers. And we're going to throw everybody on the track at the same time. All broadcasted here, of course, so we'll go into that a little bit later, but let's get back to this green flag racing. It's a big field there, folks. Back up front. Ben and Mods on the outside. Look like their pit crew is getting it done. Pins on the inside at 31. I'm sure he's not going to mind that position. J-Wall for the quick duck underneath. That 88 of Trading Paint also following suit. Look like that 40 car is kind of stuck a little high and dryer action in that Venom Mods. Nope, you got a little bit of help there from out. Both Trading and Marley. And we're showing Marley in the 5th position now, so he's really walking himself through up the field. I believe their pit crew got something done there. Unless he did an amazing pit strategy. But he gained himself a lot of positions. And here we go, drafting, here it is. Let's get back up a little more forward. Paul Bear, side by side with Mac Attack. Mac Attack started this field, though. We'll see how he can bring his car that has been one of those hot rods up through the field into the front again. Paul Bear getting himself a good run. 00 GZ. And Mac right there, 3 wide coming in. Hold it tough, GZ. There he is right there, getting it done. Good job, boys. Holding on a little scotch there, but he'll be all right. Mac trying to find that speed. GZ trying to stick with him because he knows that car is fast and he wants to go to front of field with him. Let's get back up forward to the front. Venom Mods right now, taking over the lead of this field. No, I'm sorry. That's Penzi who's lead right now. Let's rotate the pins because it looks like we got some action happening. Yep, there it is. Pins getting it done right now. Let's do a little back view action. See how that field will. Well, basically, they kind of spread out, form back together, searching and finding their lines and the fastest speeds for their cars. Of course, tire well as well. You have to remember that this track is, being that it's a big track, you wouldn't think it'd be detrimental on your tires, at least too detrimental. It actually is. This will wear your tires out quickly. Got Pins right now, getting himself a nice run, trying to hold on the lead, but here comes Flat Tire Marley. Looking inside, trying to get his nose down there, touches the apron, blows him up a little bit, now he's looking outside. Little peekaboo in his rearview mirror. Keep him guessing. Ooh, a little rub to the wall, but didn't wall him up too much. Remember, we are worried about damage as well, so that could, narrow up his car a little bit and might help his arrow or hurt his arrow. Great run for these boys right now. Got Muck in the pace car right now, looking. Nice, good run for these boys right here. Still charging it hard here. Penn's getting the job done, but Marley is hunting. He's in that seat, all up on that wheel, waiting for Penn's in that 31 just to make the slightest of wobbles, and he's going to take that car right around, just like that, right there. So hopefully he can utilize him blowing up a little bit by kissing that wall. Might get a run from him coming out of here. Let's see. He's still searching. Man, that Penn's 31. That car's fast. He's got some power underneath the hood of that thing. Seems like that thing's handling nicely as well. Look at it, just, whoa! He's throwing that thing around. When you can throw your car around like that and not lose it, you're doing a good job. Alright, so that's kind of balancing out a little bit. There's Marley. You'll see him right here with Penn's right in front of him. Marley does not obviously have a flat tire right now because he's finding himself a whole heck of speed. Got a great battle right behind him. Oh, wait, let's just stay right here. We got Trayden Payne in the 88. We got the 17 and Mac right there. He's trying to charge his way back through the field. And that's followed by the 40 car of Venomods. Those three are a little bit further back in the pack, sitting around 7th, 8th, and 9th. Nope, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Charging back up through the field. Mac has himself one strong car. Because again, he got stuck in the back on the start of this race, and he's already made himself back into... Let me get my lap count here. In the 5th, so here comes a huge swarm onto pit road. We have cars trying to hold on to it. 95's doing some landscaping, trying to hold on to it. Ooh, man. That's slowed up pretty considerable there. Mac's on pit road. Lynch is on pit road. I think J-Law was on pit road as well. Yep. Oh, a little contact on pit road. We got the 18 of Pittman on pit road. 41 on pit road right now. Skull Racer, he's in the 10 car, he's on pit road. Here comes Super G Kush right there, I think. It looks like everybody's getting their pits on. Whoa! Little contact coming out. They're even battling on and off pit road. Now that's how it should be done. On board right now with Super G Kush. We got Marley up in front of him. Pittman's coming out. Back on board with Penn's. Oh no! Had a car go around. Looked like it might have been Super G Kush. Remember, these tires are cold when they're coming out of pits and they're trying to rip them back up on the track. He might have had a little high RPM. Just broke loose. It happens. That's unfortunate. Here comes Marley now. He going for this. Whoop, little bit of contact. Just letting him know he's there. Everyone's still good. Momentum, drag racing. Marley got him on the inside. Clears him. Marley now our race leader. Oh, Pins wants it back. Coming on the outside with an amazing run. See if he can hold it like Mac was doing earlier. Remember, Mac was on the outside on this last battle and drag race. Now he's on the outside trying to battle. Looks like Marley's there throwing a little block action on him. Pins ain't having none of it. He's on his bumper. Might wiggle him up a little bit right here. Get him to blow up. Outside. Whoa! Side by side into 1 and 2. Marley throws it in there hard. Woo! Little bit of contact. These boys are racing tough right now. They ain't too worried about damage, huh? The way they look at it, that's what that 200 mile an hour tape is for. Get that bare bond on that thing. We'll fix it up nicely in the pits. We'll be all right. 12 car searching now. Pinn's getting that clean air. He's enjoying that. Starting to stretch out his lead just a little bit. Marley's a little further back in the points right now, so he's making haste because he wants to get some of those stage points as well, and not possible that win to lock him into the championship run at the end of this deal. Remember, win locks you in. No better feeling to being locked into the playoffs. Spent all last season chasing that. Whoa! Marley! Loose! Spins it! Oh, backwards into the wall. Unfortunate. Hope there's not too much damage. Everyone clears him. Okay, cleared and going back the right direction. We'll see what happens here. We check in on. Check in with the drivers and see how we're looking. Believe we are still green. Woo! 71 to Paul Bear trying to hold on to her. Got a great race back there. Super G, he had little difficulties getting out of pit road. Now he finds himself in a battle. Sports Mob with some damage. 9-car Lynch looking to capitalize, take advantage of that. We got the 48, yep, 48, and Super G right there, nice little, Mac right there for a battle. Let's get to that. Right, 17 right now, charging around this field. And he has his mirror full of J-Wall. Now J-Wall's in that 48's looking outside of Mac. Now Mac was our pole qualifier today, and ran up front a lot throughout the field. So he's had himself a little bit of a bad pit stop, I think, during the stage, and he started in the back. Now he's just fighting his way back through. This is where that driving comes into play. Can you come back from tremendous adversity? Super G is going to give it a shot because, he had himself a little incident coming out of pit road. Amongst with, multiple other drivers that were just getting it sorted out. 17 looking hard on J-Wall in that 48. Woo, these boys are going to keep duking it out. You got a bunch of 2 battles everywhere, man. This is great. Oh! We got the 10-car Skull Racer around. GZ following along in that 00 car. And we're looking at about 18 laps in, or 18 laps left in stage 2. Rotating back forward again. Let's go ahead and find our race leader. There he is. And he is setting sail, folks. That's exactly what we call that right there. Controlling the pace of the race. No better feeling right now than not having anything to look up in your rearview mirror for. You don't have lap traffic in front of you. You don't have anyone challenging you coming up. And you're the race leader. So, he's styling right now. And back on board with Marley, who's sitting in our 8th position. So, look at, he fell considerably after that little spin that he had because he broke loose a little bit. Again, racing it hard for that lead. It happens. Drifting back a little bit with trading paint, which we have pit spots, pit stops, already commencing. So the 48 going in. Here comes a Skull Racer, that 10 car coming out of pit road. Drifting over to Paul Bear. Looking mighty fine in that 71. C71 Camaro. Trying to find himself some speed around this track. Alright, we have pits commits. We have Marley on pit right now. Got Lynch coming off from pit. He ain't worried about no damage. So we'll fix that during the stage. GZ charging hard around the track right now. Marley's in. 95 Sports Mod's in. 41's in. Marley's out. Mac's out. Okay, let's see where it puts these two boys at. Okay, now everyone is pitting right now, so it's going to take a moment before these guys will basically merge back into the field, merge back into traffic. Everyone's going to rotate through, get their pit stops done, then we'll see who lands up in front after all this cycles through. 88's in. Having himself difficulties getting on the pit road today. Mac charging it tough. Look like he's in the 8th position at this moment. We're still cycling through pit stops. Let's look for a little bit of a race. See who's up here. Now we did. So we know that Pins was our race leader with a substantial lead. So we're going to go ahead and rotate to him and see where everyone comes out on the field as opposed to where he was at. Woo! That car isn't moving. Okay, looks like we have Marley and Super G Kush about ready to get their battle on, and that's going to be for 6th position. Let's go ahead and rotate to them. Let's find him. There he is. Alright, so we got Super G and Marley duking it out a little bit. Car's looking pretty straight, so they got that good air going for him. Marley's looking inside. Now this is the battle for 6th position. Every position matters and counts because it's all about them points. Marley's looking inside for that 6th. Still trying to get him around Super G. Alright, while that battle's going on, rotate back to our leader, see if he's under attack by anybody. And what do you know? Looked like that was Mac right there, if I think. Woo! That is Mac. All up on a 6. Whoa! We got a little contact to the wall. Still on our race leader right here. Look like these guys are battling to stay in front of the race leader right now. So they must have had some kind of mishap coming on, or miscue onto pit road. Might have missed a lug nut of some sorts. Oh, man. Oh, no! That was the leader! Oh, my goodness! Oh, man. I'm pretty sure that's going to bring a caution out. Let me touch base with the drivers, and I'll be right back. Checking out the field. Okay, how are we looking? So, by an amazing effort by that 31 car, he was able to hold on to it, keeping his track position, maintaining his lead after that contact with the lap car. That's driving, folks. That's driving. Keeps it green without a caution. Fantastic. Great driving. Great driving. Now we are coming up to 5 to go
on this lap by. Pins doing a great job controlling the pace of this field and showing his strength out in front. Ooh, heated battle right here. Super G and Marley, those two duking it out again. Flat tire on the inside. Holding that bottom. Tight to that yellow line. Make sure to block all kinds on that 37 because he got himself, he trying to find a run. Picky boo with that rearview mirror. Looking for that run. Inside, outside, Super don't care. He's just trying to super his way around it. Whoa, Super! Oh, looks like he got a little arrow loose there behind that 12 car. Marley did the same thing earlier. We got Marley tracking in 5th position right now. Like he's coming up on Sports Mod. Little battle action there, hopefully soon. Maybe actually that wasn't Sports Mod, I'm sorry. Still working it through when it comes down to finding where our driver's at on track. Back up here with one of the fast runners of the day, our pole sitter here, 17 car Mac Tac. Can't wait to see where he winds up in this field. On board with that 40 gauge J-Wall. Looking like he got himself a strong car. Okay, we're coming up to 1 to go. We got Pins going by lap traffic of Skull Racer. Skull holds it outside. And Pins makes his way past. Now Pins has a little hood damage there. Doesn't seem like it's blown up any at all. Man, that might have been from that contact with that lap car when he was coming around. Yeah, that's some damage, but luckily he had himself a good lead. Now that's the other beautiful thing about stretching out your lead. If any kind of mishaps happen, you got a little bit of space so you can regain your composure, cool your tires off a little bit because you're going to be, driving it for a second, saving it, sitting her back in her line and getting her back going fast again. We got Sports Mod. As long as he keeps it all going right. Whoa! Woo! Did he just spin that thing right before that? Oh, no. No. Is that end of stage? I was confused. Okay, so he made it. He made it. He's good. Had me scared there for a second. All right. Got ourselves one incredibly fast race so far. Everyone's able to save them if they lose them and keep them pointed in the right directions so that we are able to stay caution-free so far. Okay, so that was our stage 2. Look like we got Pittman in 3rd, J-Wall in 4th, and we have Marley in 5th, Jeezy in 6th. Right on, Jeezy! And we got 37 of Super G in 7th. Of course, we do have Mac and Pins. There are 1 and 2 right now. So Pins is 1, Mac was 2, finishing that stage. Now let's see what the pit crews can get done on pit road right now. This is crucial. Now this is when the other part of the team needs to do their job. Really hope that, no one's in there lagging because man they need their crews. They need every track position right now. You're seeing how tight and fierce this competition is, and of course the battle up front. Oh man. Okay, so here we go. Okay, back on board with Pins. He's leading us off. Looked like Pittman gained himself a position, and he's trying the outside front row. Got the 18 who was sitting underneath Pins. Sorry, not Pins. We had some strategy going on there. We are on board with Pins at this moment. And that's the 40 car. Oh, that's Venom Mods and that McDonald's Chevy. Marley looking outside of Venom Mods. Marley's had a pretty fast pace all day. .48 taking it 3 wide. See if they can hold it. Woo! Still 3 wide. See if, oh, this is gonna, nail biter, nail biter. Okay, it looked like Marley got a little high. Taking it to the outside. Gonna get hung out to dry for a minute. Find himself a little bit of breathing room back on the inside. But these boys in fighting for the top 5 right now have no breathing room whatsoever. We have a car high. Look like that's a 40. No, I'm sorry. That's Pence in the 31 car. Up high right there. Wow. Super G Kush right now. Riding on board. Scored in our 3rd position. Whoa, we got some contact. Marley doing some landscaping. Super G trying to find himself a little room around these leaders here, trying to get himself in position for that clean, fresh air. He's looking inside of the 48. Drag race down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Holding on the inside, J-Wall holding outside. Super G clears him for the lead. Now Super G is going to try to set sail and get himself a little bit away from these guys. Get himself some breathing room. Great run all the way through, especially in the front of this pack. Got 10 cars right there. Everyone's fighting for position. Awesome. Oh, little smoke screen back there. That's another strategy too. I wouldn't recommend using that strategy, but if you touch a little bit, get a little bit of that landscaping action, right? Clipping some of them weeds, it'll throw up some dust. Anybody behind you kind of blinds them for a minute. So if they're trying to hunt you down, disorient them. All right, Super G still charging out in front. Remember, Super G was my pick for tonight, so whoop, whoop, yeah, get some, boys. Super G trying to put it down. Now, right now, as it's slated, Super G is started this race tonight as our points leader. He keeps running like this, he might end this race tonight, continuing as our points leader. He's got a fast enough car to get it done. That Chevy is really putting down some nice power. He's got a good setup in that thing. You can see how that car's holding its line even with how rough and bumpy this track is. Got a great battle though right behind him. These guys are not giving up. Marley in the 48. Marley's sitting in second, or the 48 and J-Wall sitting in second. Marley's third, trying to get that position away from him. All up on that bumper. Go ahead and drift back. We got 3 wide. Uh-oh. Looked like Marley lost a little bit in that battle. But the war ain't over. All right, on board with the pins right now. He's tracking back in 5th position. Still got that battle going on up front. I'm tracking right here, making sure I'm not going to miss anything. Look like J-Wall's in 3rd. Marley's they're still battling it out. Pin sitting in that 2nd position right now. So that's 3rd and 4th between Marley and J-Wall.
Pins is trying to reel in that leader of that 37 of Super G. Rotating through the field as we get a moment. Okay, we have pit stops commencing at this moment. So little short stoppers. We got the 9571. And I can't tell who that is on pit right now. Drifting a little bit further in the pack here. Back in the back with over towards the back is Vin and Mods. Okay, here come our leaders on the pit road. Let's go on board with this battle between Venom Mods and GZ. GZ trying to hold his line right there on the bottom. Trying to keep that 40 car in his rearview mirror. Nice run by that. Both cars setting a beautiful line through the center of the turn. Powering through those bumps. Great run with those two. Good job. Rotating around this turn. Little bobble. Holding on to it. Still clear of the 40 car. GZ still maintaining his position. And actually, that is that right now, the 00 is scored as our leader. Kind of drifting back to the field, just looking for some racing. As these guys are all pitting right now, so we're waiting for the strategies to play out. Okay, we got a car coming out of pit road. Was that Pens right there? It's like I don't want to move it from this view right now because they've got a really good pack of cars that are all coming out and getting fast again. Right, so let's go back on board with Pins, who was our race leader. Or, well, no, sorry, he was chasing our race leader, which was Super G. But it's been a trade-off between those two and Mac throughout the race. Okay, moving up forward. Looks like our race leader is on to pit road now, which was the 40 car of Venom Mods. Doing himself a little strategy, I think. Got Marley scored in third position. And we're just trying to figure out where this is going to land after all these strategies are done. Back up front with Super G Kush here. Now, he was our race leader going into pits. So we're going to go ahead and link back up with him as these pit stops are now starting to cycle through. And we're going to see where this is going to put us out on track after this next lap. Okay, still tracking the 37 car. And the 12 car of Marley. And there we are. So Super G is our race leader. You'll see Marley right back here. He is gaining now on Super G, and Marley is sitting in that second position. And you'll see that up here on his screen as well. Now Marley is streaming the race also. So, but be leery. There's the driver chatter in there. So unless he's deleted it out, you know. But that way you can follow along with him if you want to see what it's like to sit in the driver's point of view. Great run by these guys. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stroll on through. On board with Panson himself in a heated battle with the 48 of J-Wall, the 9 car of Lynch. Look like he's powering underneath Lynch. J-Wall following him. taking some positions, getting himself further on that track. Now there was Marley and the leader. So that's for third and fourth position right there, and that's fifth and sixth. That was Mac right there, getting himself back up in this fight. So now it's Mac and Lynch side by side. Mac's solid on the bottom. Keeps that momentum through. Rotates around and takes that position away from Lynch. He's now in the top 5. These guys all marching toward the front, trying to run down these leaders. And so far, there is no battling going on right up in front of this group. As you see those two right there. So they're maintaining a good pace. So it's going to make it a little more difficult for these 3 drivers right here in 3rd, 4th, and 5th to catch up to 1 and 2. But they're going to give it everything, I guarantee you that. Especially how fast Pins has been tonight. If anybody can run those guys down, I think that 31 can. J-Wall's been pretty quick as well. He finds himself in 4th position right now. Going to be great for points. Woo! Little wiggle. Everyone's looking pretty good. Now we do have some cars coming on the pit road, so here we go with that maybe shortstop strategy. Again, we're not going to know how this fits. I did see something about Venom Mods. Keep your eye on that 40 car, okay? Because he seems to be a little bit off cycle, and I keep seeing him pop up to the front of the field for a good duration of time. So will that duration of time be at the end of the race? We'll have to see. Penn's still charging hard, trying to race down those leaders. He's sitting in 3rd spot. Let's get back to the leaders here. Oh, missed it. Marley takes over the lead. Just missed it. He got him underneath on the bottom. 37 walks up a little bit. Marley takes over the lead. I believe we do have one more pit stop remaining. Let me check in with drivers. Just checking out on pace of race. Checking in on pace of race. Okay, it looks like everyone's good here. We have Marley getting ready for coming into pits right now. So Marley dipping off. We have Pins in the 31 dipping off. We have the 88 on pit road of Trade and Paint. 48 of J-Wall's coming out, so he did a little shorter pit stop, pitted the lap prior to. So we'll watch him. Now J-Wall was in 4th position. Paul Bear's on pit road. Everyone's getting their servicing done right now. 37 of Super G, he's out. On board with Mac. Now he may have short pitted or he's stretching it, one of the two. This car looks a little fast though. Okay, we're gonna go check out for Super G for a minute here. Marley's getting up to speed. Marley is in 3rd position coming out on track. But here comes Mac. In that 4th position. Oh, up on his tail, trying to continue with that momentum to get around him. Side by side, almost. Marley was able to hold him off for just a moment. Now Marley does have a little fresher tire, so after his car gets up to speed, depending on his handling and his car setup, he should be able to continue to hold his spot on track. And now we are rotating up to Venom Moz, who is slated as our race leader. Now, was this strategy when it comes to his pits? That is the question. We go and check in on race pace. Checking in on race pace. Just one moment, folks. I'm checking in with the drivers. Getting the conditions on the track. Need a lap count? Do we have a lap count? On track lap count. Marley? All right, folks. So we are on our final run with this with tonight's race here at Atlanta Motor Speedway with Front Row Racing Custom Cup, the B group. The 40 on deck right now, getting himself some tires. Battle between the 31 and 9 car. We have Marley looking at it as our in second position right now.
Oh, and it looks like we have a few more pit stops. I was off on our lap count. So we still have some, but we have more action coming on pit road. Just as I say that, Pins just got himself loose and into the wall. Ugh. That is going to hurt him, especially on this last stage. Geez, he can get himself his battle on with Mac right now. His car's looking a little bent up there. That's going to mess his aero up, and and his speed. So maybe Mac can capitalize on that. But right now, he seems to be holding himself a really good line. Okay, rotating up to the front of the field now, and it looks like Marley has taken over our race lead. As soon as we find Marley here, somewhere. Super G, there he is. Oh, that's Super G right there. I know that he was running up in the front. Got a bunch of guys on pit road right now. Marley in that 12 car right there. Hauling the nail. And he's got himself a 3.2 lead. Looks like over the 17. So he's got himself a little bit of a cushion right now. As you just seen the other car coming into lap. So let's go ahead and rotate views here. Done about a 2.2 second right now. See if they have it to gain up to him. So far, nice comfortable run right here for Marley. He's really enjoying this right now. Not a lot in his rearview mirror. They are closing, it looks like, though. Their closing ratio has started to pick up. 1.8 right now to second place. Now the Venomons was one of our last to go into pit. Oh, looks like we have Mac Attack around that 17, our pole sitter. I'm telling you folks, that transition in Atlanta, where they come off from track onto the flat right there, which is that butter, which is that apron, and then into pit road, that transition, if you're braking too hard or whatnot as you transition, that car will slide right around. Looks like the 48's on pit road. Looking for ourselves a battle. Okay, looks like that is Marley who's in first. Mac is going on to pit road now, so it looks like he may have missed pit road, cycled himself back around, and now he's on pit road right now. Marley's still maintaining our race pace as our leader. Super G Kush is in now in that 37. Looks like we have everyone pitting, so this is our leader right now. Flat Tire Marley really getting it done. He's coming into pits before he does get a flat tire. Right now that's rotating Venom Mods, the 40 car, as our race leader. Now remember, I think the 40 is off pit cycle a little bit, so I'm really interested to see how this is going to play up, because I'm not sure. He may have something. 48 ripping around that 88. 88 coming into pits, getting his servicing. Lynch scooting himself around this track right now. Uh-oh. Mac may be out of fuel. Oh, no. And that's going to hurt him in the points, folks. Yeah, because Mac was sitting in 4th position, if I remember correctly, on these points. With 18 of Pittman coming out. And we're going to cycle back over to our leader. Got Marley in 4th. And that is our race leader there. Looks like he's going around lap traffic. Or contesting with lap traffic. We have Marley in suit there, looking to try to gain a run on that 40 car. See if he has a little something for him at the end. And we do have laps winding down. Great race coming right here. Marley, look underneath Venom Mods. Marley taking that P1. Oh, nope, Marley's still in 2nd here, so we're still scored. As Venom Mods as our race leader. So he is under a fuel strategy, folks. I was correct. So we have Marley in 2nd, and Marley is in front of Venom Mods right now. So Marley just got his lap back. We have Venom Mods, who is possibly doing a fuel strategy run right now. Okay, we're drifting back to Venom Mods, who has scored as our race leader. So unless we have another driver who is under similar conditions with their strategies, he might have something going on here. Right now he's under attack by the 88. Whether or not that's for position, it is not, because he is our race leader. So all these cars are lapped down, trying to get past him, get the lap back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and rotate over, see if we can find ourselves a little bit of racing. On board with Mac Attack in that 17 Sunny D car. Getting himself something done through the bottom of this turn. Looks like you got Marley getting ready to get up into his bumper here in a little bit. Starting to gain up on him now. Remember, these positions are all a little backwards right now due to the fuel economies the fuel strategies that we're looking at. So the 40 is in right now for his last pit stop. So that will put our race leader as Marley. So he is on a completely different fuel schedule than everyone that I'm seeing so far. All right, we're showing Marley as our race leader. Boys are getting it done right now. That's what I like to see. Good fast laps. Whoa, here we go. Got a battle going on. Thought I might have seen one. What's that back there? Is that Super G? Yeah, let's find it. GZ and Super G look like they're... Oh, no, Mac getting a little battle on right there. Mac got the bottom real nice. Searching for his next victim. Drifting back, looking at J-Wall here in the 48. Look to see if he has himself any company. Look like he is on some clear sailing right now. Kind of hanging out in that bubble. Okay, on board with Pittman. Look like he's under attack by that 40 car. A Venom Mods and the McDonald's Chevy. Pittman in that Toyota. Now Venom does have some fresher tires, so he's going to try to follow along that draft and gain as much time on track as he can. Good job, Pittman. Now he's our rookie. So fresh and new to all this. Doing a great job. 48's in. Got Super G cushion. Okay, we're on board with Super G. He's getting his servicing done right now, so he's going to be ripping out a track here in a minute. Got the 18 of Pittman in. On board with Marley right now. And it looks like Venom Mods is going to possibly take back over this lead. But right now, we still shows as Marley as our leader. Marley charging it hard. All right. Marley back on the pit road. And he's bringing some friends with him. Now I'm noticing how drivers are not doing a lot of opting to have their crew chief fix some of this damage due to the fact that it does take some time, and they would rather have that track position on track than as opposed to having that faster car where they have to fight their way through that track. They'd rather get it on pit road than have to battle for it out there on track. Got Marley in right now, getting himself some servicing done. On board with Venom Mods right now, scored as our race leader. Look like trading paint there in that 88. Trying to hold himself an inside line. And here comes Marley out of pits right now. And then the Venom Mods is ripping around the front stretch, so he's actually making his way through. So these guys are gonna line up. Marley's gonna hold on to his lead lap because he was scheduled as our race leader. Back on board with Venom Mods. And we're coming up to 20 to go, so we will have one more pit stop. Kind of scrolling through the field. Got Lynch here. It looked like he's getting himself a good little race on. All right. We got GZ still trying to maintain pace. Looked like he's got some good line on the 48 of J-Wall. Trying to gain a little position up on him. Good run. even with a little bit of that damage to that hood. And he's gaining on J-Wall. He's gaining nicely. Let's see if we can watch this pass real quick. Whoop, little contact, hold on to it. It wound him up. That brought GZ into his draft super quick. GZ all over him. Looking for some track position, some way around him. Trying to find that hole. Or that lane, I mean. Still doing a great job with handling wise, especially with a little bit of damage. Here comes Mac now out of pits. Let's see how he rotates up on this onto this track. Okay, holding it nice and tight on the bottom. Letting her drift out a little bit and really keeping that hammer down so you can have that speed momentum to blend back up in track. Now here comes second place Marley, who's coming up on him fast. Now Mac does have those fresh tires, so hopefully he will be able to maintain a little, his position. But again, it looks like Mac is a lap down. And we have Marley scored as our second place. And Venom Mod's not 40, it's still our race leader. So he's doing a fuel run right now, doing a strategy. His crew chief's trying to bring home the W on this one. Okay, it looks like we got a little more. Oh, GZ missed the pass that he was working on that 48 for a while. Looked like he finally got past him. Let's see if that 48 is going to try to come back on GZ. GZ holding a good line on the bottom. Little wiggle on that 48. Look like 48's got himself a nice run, good draft on that. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Still running tough right now. He is glued to that bumper, at least trying to be. He's looking inside. GZ's still maintaining his position. Great run by these two. Whoa! Little touch of the apron. Whew. Glad they held on to that. .48 makes the pass on him. Great job. Those two have been duking it out for a minute now. Let's see if GZ's going to throw it back at him. It's like, I got a little something for you there, J-Wall. I ain't done yet. Great run by these guys. Just cutting them weeds down a little bit right there. Saw them just barely nick that dirt. Good run. Okay, oh, Pitman, look at him. Getting himself a great run here. Gonna battle it out here with the 17 for a minute. Looks like Marley's come up on this traffic, gonna try to maneuver his way through. Or will he just sit and run for right now? Now we are coming up on 12 to go. Right now at the line, 12 to go. And we will have, like I said, one more pit stop for a lot of these guys. There might be somebody out there who can stretch it. Could it be that 40 guard? I'm not sure. I don't know. It feels right. Like I said, I noticed that pace earlier when it comes down to it. So I seen his pace, like I kept seeing him pop up in front for a little while, and he would lead, and then he would pit off sequence of everyone else, or most others, and I think he's gotten that thing to work. But again, we only got 10 laps to find out. Alright, going back on board here. Like we have GZ and the 48 coming back on track out of pits with their last and final pit stop of the race. On board with Marley now, who's taking over our race lead, but he will be looking for tires here soon. Let's look for him to come on into pit road. here he comes. Marley and Pittman getting their final servicing done of this race, and there comes Super G flying by him. Still marked as Marley as our leader. Let's go ahead and search around, look for a little battle, see what we have going on. GZ into 48, surprise, surprise. Battling it out again. Oh, I like it. GZ looking high. Still keeping her wound up on the outside, trying to get some momentum around and past him. He's going to need every bit of that draft. Little wiggle. Holding on to it, little outside action. Could be juking him too. He could be making him think he's going to try to pass him on the outside just to get him to go up there so he can dive underneath him. Uh-oh, here we go. Another great battle going on. The 88 and 17. 88 Trading Paint and the 17 of Mac Attack. Ford versus Chevy. Looked like the Chevy's going to rip around and hold that bottom underneath Mac. Alright, see what else we can find. Okay, it looks like we got a nice group of cars starting to join up here. 2, 3, 4 cars. There we go. 37 is Super G. And let's see who's behind him. Okay, it looks like he is in a nice little comfortable bubble. Maintain his pace on track. Woo!
Whatever running order.
There we go. Marley now in the 12. He is in first. There was Venomods right there who was leading. These two rotate out with each other. So this is first and second right here, folks. We're going to leave it on them. We're going less than 10 to go. Now on that 5 to go mark, you know, you're really going to see some battling going on, I think. That's where they're going to start making their moves. Right now they're trying to stick and hold off on what they have left. Let me get an update on field. Get a lap track, please. Marley looking outside. 17 up underneath him. That's trying to get his lap back. I'm telling you, Mac has himself one fast piece. He's up there trying to put something down to the race leader. Marley lap count, please. So we are starting to wind down, folks. Trying to figure out if we're coming up to our 5 to go or not. All right, folks, this is winding down and winding down quick. Check in with drivers one last time before the end of the race. As I was saying, we are in that final stage of tonight's race. We have 2 laps to go. Marley is our race leader. We're leaving it on board with him. Will he be able to hold off Venomods, who is in that 40 McDonald's Chevrolet? Doing himself a great job on his fuel strategy. Placing himself up into position. leading a lot of this race. Marley having himself one heck of a run. Great job, Marley. He found himself in the back of the pack. Now remember, folks, Marley started back in 8th position, if I remember correctly. No, I'm sorry, 10th position. Fought his way through the field, maintaining, of course, his speed and, of course, the car's condition, enabling him to get himself up in the contention to put himself in the spot he needs to be, which is at that position 1. And he really needs this run right now, folks, because he's a little further back in the points, and this is going to help boost his points up and also lock him in to playoffs. He's going to be happy, happy, happy right now. Last lap, and he just got it. Marley, Super G, J-Wall, Venom, Pittman in 5th, Trading Paint 6th, GZ 7th. You see we have Lynch in 8th, Mac Attack in 9th, and Skull Racer in our final 10. That was our top 10 right there, folks. A great run by those guys. I'm sure that Marley is super stoked when it comes down to this right now. He gets to get himself into the playoffs. Going to jump himself considerably through the points right now. And, yeah, he's going to be having himself one nice evening. Party for that 12 car. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead real quick and see if I can get these a few of these drivers on comms. Going to go ahead and get, of course, Marley over here, our race winner. Get Super G, because they're running up tough. So just give me one moment, bear with me. There we are. All right, let me get these guys on over. All right, so I just cast out my fishing poles, and let's see what who's gonna reel in first here. So man, what a heck of a race! Those guys did a fantastic job, and right now we got Super G hooked him first. Yeah, Super G, my man.
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude. That was one heck of a race you guys are throwing down tonight.
Yeah, we had a couple mishaps that put us behind a little bit. That but other than that, I mean, we were able to salvage it and finish top 3. So
yeah, now that's going to really boost you up in points there as well, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, how'd your car feel throughout? I mean, because you looked fast. You looked like you were steady.
Other than I got I come out of the pits one time and I lost it, and then there was one time my teammate, when I was leading, I had a pretty good little lead. I was getting on the pit road and I got rear-ended, and it cost me like 30 seconds or something like that. And it put me back to like 8th. So I went from 8th to 2nd. So I mean, I definitely was able to, make it back, but just came up one position short. But congratulations to Marley had a fast piece, so.
Yeah, it definitely shown the speed of your car throughout the race, because you're able to battle back through that adversity and bring yourself up into a great points run, which is exactly what you need to have, being the points leader at this moment. I'm not sure how it's gonna cycle through at the end of all this, but because there was just some points being thrown back and forth. On our stage winners, Of course, that boosts their points up as well. So, man, I just saw just some really strong racing out of that Super G Cush. So, but and again, you were my pick, so I was really stoked there for a minute, thinking that you're gonna throw it down there. But I'll take a top three. Yeah,
I tried.
you did a great job. All right, so I saw J-Wall click in. J-Wall, you had a strong car as well today. I seen you up there in top 5, really battling it hard. You and was it Mac? That you guys were. Was
me
it
and Mac were racing side by side
forever, right?
Yeah, for a long time there, but overall, my car on the longer run held it. My car handled better on the longer run, so I let him pass a couple times, and then I passed him back, and I finally let him just go, and then he started to slow up because his car was just going away. So that's when I took my advantage on Mac there.
Wow. Yeah. Well, now on the beginning of the run, knowing that you had a longer run car, did you do something a little differently at the beginning of the run? To maintain your car and try to maintain your speed.
No, not really. I could run my car hard, and it's there at the end of the run.
Nice. Well,
I did that last after that last pit stop. I did save a little bit just to make sure I had enough tire to get to the finish.
Well, you did a great job maintaining your car, your pace through the race, and of course the traffic and passing. You did a really good job. I seen good running for you today. So great job on that one.
Yeah, my pit road could be a little bit worked on a little bit. Had a couple mistakes on pit road. Following Super G in, he spun and then I spun coming in. So
yeah, that transition, you got to be careful. We're watching some of that. So, but anyways, great job running tonight. And I seen Marley jump in, but we're gonna wait for Marley because he is our race leader. So, who else did I get? I didn't get a chance to see who jumped over.
We have Super G, Flat Tire Marley, Mac, and J-Wall.
Yes, yeah, we utilize that. We're gonna get to that in a second. Mac, my man, there you are, dude. You had a strong run. I mean, I seen some of that battle between. Oh, was that you were outside for a minute? Too wide, holding strength on that first stage, right? So I couldn't. Was it the first or second stage?
it was
First stage. Man, you had us jumping and yelling, buddy. Tell us about that.
Feeling under the weather tonight and made too many mistakes. Really feel like I had probably the fastest car, but mistakes will kill you. And after the end of the first stage, it just went downhill the rest of the night.
Well, you did a great job just giving us something to cheer on when it comes down to that. So, like I said, we seen that battle. Not sure who was going to get that stage win, that first initial stage win. That was awesome race at the end. I mean, we were dialed in, buddy. We had you focused, and we were looking for it because I wasn't sure if you're going to be able to hold them off on the outside like that. That was great. Yep. Yeah. The 31 car pins. Yep. Yeah, but he finally he pulled you a little bit, man, just at the very end. So, but great racing.
Yeah. At the end of the first stage, I had to let off. So a little bit of missed setup on my car and making some mistakes. I believe if I would have been just a tad bit better on the longer run, I would have ran away with the first stage and then been able to stay up front for the second stage. But no excuses. This is our first season. Running with some really fast guys, so we just gotta learn and get better.
No matter what, at least we can probably all agree that one thing that a lot of the drivers, including possibly yourself, got from all this tonight is that experience and the ability to learn, more about just your style of racing on and off pit roads, things of that nature. So again, that's what we're looking for when it comes for our drivers.
Exactly. It's definitely experience. A lot of these guys have a lot more experience than some of us, so it's going to be a learning curve for us. And once we get that learning curve down, I think you'll see Max
Tech in the 17 car running up front quite a bit.
Well, you did a great job tonight. Keep up the great work. All right, bud.
Appreciate Sean. You did a good job. Congrats to Marley and the rest of the guys that raced tonight.
Awesome, you got it. And speaking of Marley, my man, what the heck? Flat Tire Marley did not actually have a flat. Can you believe this? So yeah,
Flat Tire anymore.
We're like Bolt Tire Marley because he burnt those things off at the end, man.
Oh yeah.
You're burning some rubber out there, man. Tell us. So you started in the back of the pack, correct?
Yeah, I started in 8th position.
8th position.
Ended up sliding back a little on the restart. Came from 10th. Was working my way up to 4th, and got myself into a little bit of pit trouble, and ended up spinning out. Came back, and I had to race through that awesome battle between Mac and Pens for the stage, just to stay on the lead lap.
Yep.
Then the second stage, I'm running, I'm hard, I'm up there in second, battling Pens back and forth. We're trading positions for first and second, and I'm coming up trying to pass him on the inside, and the arrow got me coming off the turn, and I just spun right out. So I spun out and worked my way back to 5th through that second stage, from battling first to 5th, but I fell all the way back to 9th at one point in that stage after that spin. So then when the third stage, the final, came on, I was like, no more mistakes, dial it in, and took off from there. Battled with Super G Cush, he was fast. Pens was fast till he blew his motor. Mac was real fast all race, had a little bit of trouble at the end. I don't know. It's going to be hard to beat them Fords this year.
I don't know. I mean, you guys had a good battle with all those Chevys in play tonight. So, I mean, you guys were outnumbered by them, but you're able to take it. I mean, again, and you had a fast car all the way through. You watch you battle up through the pack over and over again just to, I mean, at the end, you put it where it needed to be. And I seen you running up front, and I was like, wow, this guy has it. He has something out here. I was worried a little bit about Venom Mods, though, because he seemed like he was on a different pit strategy.
I was just going to tell you that. He was leading the race every 4 laps after my pit stop. And it was definitely scaring me towards the end, but it ended up working out where we had about 7 laps to go on the last pit stop, so I was able to get him and win the race.
And we were following that as well. And I kept telling our viewers, I think 40 is on another pit strategy. We got to keep our eyes out for him because he might actually be here at the end. And man, but what a great job coming around. I mean, you're racing everybody, just hard, clean. I mean, just throwing it down as best you can because you got to drive through that field so many times to get yourself back in contention to win. So, I mean, great job tonight, buddy.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I think in the first and second stage, those Fords are sandbagging a little bit, letting the Chevys think they're fast.
Oh, is that it? I think we're getting a gauntlet thrown down to the Chevys right now. I didn't hear anything about no Toyotas, but I just heard something about Chevys. So, all right, so I was a gauntlet thrown, and I'll accept that challenge because I'm a Chevy guy myself. So we'll put that on track. Most definitely, but honestly, great run. Yeah, I mean, I was really looking at Pence because he had such a fast car. It was literally
he blew his motor.
Yeah, that was unfortunate right there. I mean, he had that thing just dialed. I mean, and the race up front was spectacular. It really was. Between, it was Marley and Super G for a while, and then there was you up there getting it done, and I mean it was just, but you always saw a good solid group of like 3 to 6 cars up there battling it hard.
Yep, definitely. It was a great race all around. Everybody did great. Glad to be a part of FFR. On to the next race.
You got it. And where we at next?
We're at Michigan.
Oh, you better bust something out fast in that one, huh?
Hey, Penske owns Michigan. Ford's going to be fast again.
So mark his words, ladies and gentlemen out there. So you see he's throwing it down again. Penske is gonna might have to take home that W at their home track. So fantastic. Well, great racing tonight, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Until next time. And then let's get Muck on here real quick. Muck, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Mucka. The other CEO, Mucka, the main guy for Front Row Racing. It's his deal, his babies. What'd you see out there tonight, buddy? Chilling in that pace car.
I seen a lot of high RPMs out of motors. We had 5 blown motors tonight, so that means those guys were running some high RPMs for a while, and their motors couldn't handle it.
Wow.
So, which gave opportunities to other guys on the track. It's a tough way to get a spot, but it's a spot. So, going through some points now. Looks like Super G Cush is going to hold points lead.
Ooh,
right
nice.
So, he got those stage points, which are always huge. Marley got a couple stage points, but you want to put your car up in that top 5 every stage, so you get those stage points. That's huge. So, but super impressed on a green flag run. No cautions. Pace car didn't have to go anywhere today. I was kind of bored going around the track and stuff because I had nothing to do.
Checking on the daisies, I get it.
Super impressed. We have Matty Boy, who is going to be going up to Group A.
Okay.
Starting this Sunday, and we're going to have a new driver in B League, Renegade. So that's somebody to watch out for next week.
Fantastic.
But looking forward to Michigan.
So basically, you're just transferring drivers just to make room for up-and-coming drivers who are coming in a little late to the start of the season, correct?
Yeah, I'm getting an overwhelming want to get into this FRR Racing League. So I'm positioning guys. I'm moving guys from Group B to Group A to make room, which will just keep it more interesting for everybody.
And before we sign off here, now I did give a quick insight about the league versus league. Can you dabble in a little bit more before we do sign off about that? Just give them a little more heads up. I know we'll be posting that on our social medias, things of that nature, but just so our viewers can hear it.
Yeah, I gave a notice out to all the leagues on NASCAR Heat 4 and the PlayStation Network that going to be running a league versus league race coming up here about a month. To see what these other leagues can bring, to see what they got. I had got contacted by one of the leagues, RCN, who are full of last year's pro guys. So,
wow.
FRR is going to have their hands full racing those guys in the track.
I can't wait to broadcast something like this, man. This is gonna be one of those race of all races, because I mean there's no points involved. It's just glory,
just bragging
right?
rights.
Yeah.
Just bragging rights. That's all it's about. Sometimes that's better than points.
Oh, I think a lot of times it's better than points, but especially in this matter when it's going to be league versus league. So, man, I'm excited about that. And folks out there, we'll keep you up to date on that when it's on who's signing up, and we'll have them up on the board and the whole bit. So that will be, get them out there. That way we know who's going to be going for it, man. So very excited. That's great stuff coming out of Front Row Racing and Left Turn Broadcast right here. So we're going to keep it lively, keep it fast, keep it clean, and always keep it pointed the right direction. And in that, Mucka, you guys put on a great program tonight. Fantastic job.
Before I go, Tron?
Yes.
Just want to let you know I'm 2 for 2 on the picks this season for the B group. I called Super G last week, and I called Marley for this week. So.
That's right. That was I got the A group, so I'm good. I'm good on A group right now, but I missed it on B. So, but you did a great job on picking Marley in the 12. I had some light too, bud. I hit the 37 of Super G, and he was up there just putting a battle down. So, yep. I mean, I don't know. All these drivers have something to offer, and so you can really don't know who's going to be where come next week, man. So excited to see this league run and see what they have to throw down.
And one more thing I forgot to mention. I just want to give shout out to the rookie Pittman. That guy is keep an eye on that guy this season.
He finished in the top 5, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the 5th position today. So
that's right. Good job for the rookie.
Keep your eye on that guy.
I am too. I've been watching him. I try to give him a little highlight. Yep.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, so folks, until next time. Remember, we got Michigan next week. We'll be kicking that off on Sunday for the A group, and then B group will be following on Wednesday. So, got some more amazing racing coming right at you from Left Turn Broadcasting, and the boys getting it done is Front Row Racing. So look for us out on track. And until then, keep going in the right direction. We'll see you soon.
Great job, Marley.